Good morning, it is Monday. I thought I'd do a little bit of a weekly vlog, a bit of a reading vlog, because last week, let's talk. So I got a knock on my internal door and anxiety and depression just like came back and they were like, babe, we are bigger, we are better, we are scarier, and we are going to take over your entire week. And then they're thinking that they can stay this week as well. Well, bitch, last week was crippling, okay? If you're feeling that way, that big cloud is there and it literally just cripples you and you cannot do anything, I feel you, all right? It was bad. It was really bad. However, I am not going to allow you to take over this week. We might still have some bad times and some bad moments, but I am going to do whatever I can. I've woke up with a little bit of a spring in my step and I'm not letting it go. So, bit of a reading vlog. Fingers up to anxiety and depression. They might come knocking, I might have to punch them in the face. I don't know, we're gonna see how it goes. Right, didn't read much last week because when I'm in that state, I just physically can't do anything. I can't focus on a damn thing. So, as it is Monday, oh good God. As it is Monday, we do laundry. It is very sunny out, which is great for drying the clothes. We are going to be changing the bed sheets. That's every Monday. I'm going to give a quick clean of the bathroom. Not quick clean, actually. You could do with a good, like, deep clean. So I might put an audiobook on and really get on my hands and knees, scrub the shower, scrub the sink, everything. That'll be good. That'll be very therapeutic. And what else? Vacuum around the house, things like that. So today is going to be a around the house kind of day, and I already have the audiobook I'm going to listen to. Okay, so I'm going to be listening to a Carrie Cole, and it will be my 4th book I've read from her because I've read Torn, Tied, and Don't Kiss the Pride. That rhymes. So I'm going to start listening to one of her series. I think it's all about the rock stars, which I think is tied into Torn, and the first one is called Storm. Did she do this on purpose? Karen, did you do this on purpose? So they're on script. I'm going to start with Storm and apparently forced proximity, which I love. And this week I'm going to be filming a video about forced proximity tropes and give you some recommendations. So yeah, let's start listening. But we're going to go for a walk this morning, get out, fresh air, nice and crisp this morning, but the sun is starting to beat down. Beautiful. Okay, I'm not far into this book, Storm. Okay, I'm currently 11% through and I hate the heroine. From the first 2 minutes of listening to this audiobook, I hate her. I hate her. She's stupid. Straight off the bat. She's so stupid. She's such a bitch. She's so judgy on how he looks. Like, I've met some annoying heroines, but I've never, like, you know when you just like, just put a bad taste in your mouth? The kind of princey princess, really judgmental of everyone else, like, no. No, not a fan. Not a fan. And I've been doing this to a lot of books lately, where I'm just like putting them down. Even good books that I'm enjoying, I'm just putting them down because I just don't want to read them anymore. Probably things to do with my mental health. I'm just very, you know, jumping erratically between things because nothing's holding my attention. I don't know whether to carry on. I want to listen to something. Maybe I should give it a little bit more of a chance. All right, I'm going to get to like 15%. I'm going to give it a little bit more time. There, currently, she has crashed her car. Storm was behind her, almost hit him. So she's in a ditch. He comes to get her, gets into their van. Whole drama with that. Good God. Then he drives away. There's a huge snowstorm. He crashes and now they're stuck in his van until rescue can come. So it's a forced proximity. And my God, is she annoying. I don't even like him that much. Are they going to redeem themselves? Especially her. I don't know, but every like few minutes I'm like, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I need to clean the shower, clean the sink. Let's have a clean up in the bathroom, shall we? Hi, so I finished Storm. There is cheating in this book. Just as a warning, if you want to read this, there is cheating. My first book that I've read with a big portion of cheating in it. I love the premise of this. I love forced proximity. And as I said, it's about a girl who crashes her car on a snowy mountainside. Storm, guy, comes to rescue her. We find out who he is later on, even though I already knew at the beginning. I'm trying not to give spoilers here. I'm very tempted to give either 2 or 3 stars to this. I don't know. I think it's going to be 3, which will feel very generous. More of a 2.5. Just because, oh my God, I hated our heroine. I hated her at the start. And then she started to grow on me a little bit. But then I just couldn't get on board with the constant slut shaming that she was doing because of all the groupies and stuff like that. And it was just a mess. And I don't know. It's just, I couldn't get on board with them. And then it just got so boring. I was waiting for things to happen, and yeah. Like I said, this is the first book I've read with cheating in it. I don't condone cheating in real life, obviously. We are talking about a novel here, fiction story. Look, it wouldn't... You got the whole, her boyfriend is a douchebag to her and has been for a very long time, yada yada. In real life, it's not an excuse, in a book, whatever. So it's my first one, and look, it wouldn't stop me from reading another book that had cheating, but I don't know, I think I just prefer to stay away from it, in all honesty. I wish I had seen maybe a review that said there was cheating, but I try not to read too many reviews before going into books. So, unless they're a dark romance where I have to check the triggers. Generally, I knew this wasn't dark, it's a bit more contemporary, it's a rock band, you know, kind of thing, book, romance book, but yeah, she was just awful. And then it, you know, it just goes on and then it ends and you're like, wow, okay, cool, be happy, don't care. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I'll round it up to 3. Why not? I don't really care. 2 feels a bit too harsh for it, but do I want to continue on with the series? I think I'm gonna have to read some reviews, see where it's going in this series, because I do like Carrie Cole, but her books can be very hit or miss for me. Like, I really like Tide. Torn was a bit icky for me, and I really love Don't Kiss the Bride. Oh my god, one of the best age gap romances I have ever read. And I can be really icky with age gap romances because sometimes I'm like, ooh, this doesn't feel like, you know, they got done well. It's probably one of the best I've ever read. Anyway, so there you go. Try not to be, it's really hard to do these without being spoilery, isn't it? Yes, anyway. So I don't know what I'm reading next, but it's a beautiful day and I've been sat in the garden finishing this book. So I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna have a look on Scribd, so I'll go on my Kindle, I'm gonna have a look at my shelves, we'll see what we'll read next. All right, but there's your update. All right, bye-bye. Well, hello, good morning. It is Tuesday. If I look a little teary-eyed, it's just because I just finished Tuesdays with Maury by Mitch Albom. So a little bit of a story time this morning. Got up, made coffee, as we do. We showered, we got ready. And Scott turned Sushi's light on and gave him some food, because I normally do that, I completely forgot this morning. And he's like, Ali, come and look at Sushi. It's our fish, by the way. It's a little fancy goldfish. I've had him for over 2.5 years. And it looked like someone had broken his back, and he was just kind of like on his side, up at the top. And I was like, oh dear, this doesn't look good, this doesn't look good. Yeah. So, we're like, well, there's not much we can do for him. It looks like he's dying. So I went inside the conservatory this morning and I read half of this last night and just finished it off this morning. It's quite a short read. I'll tell you what it's about in a minute. And I had like 20 pages left, so I popped back into the lounge. I was gonna go and get a drink from the kitchen, and Sushi was dead. Now this book is all about death. So Sushi is dead. I feel there's so many lessons to be learned today. So yeah, basically Tuesdays with Maury. This is my 3rd Mitch Albom book. I've read 5 People You Meet in Heaven and The Next Person You Meet in Heaven. I really wanted to read this. I'm so glad I did. I'm gonna give it 4 stars, and it's all about, it's a short read, it's a very quick read. It's all about a professor called Maury. Mitch talks about how he used to have this professor in college, and then he kind of like, he loved him, he was like the best teacher ever. Talked about, you know, experience, philosophy, life, the meaning of life, things like that in his lessons. Then like cut forward like 16 years, Mitch is in like the rat race of his job and finds out that Maury's dying, and he goes back to visit him. And like every Tuesday, like they would back at college, he would go and visit him, and they'd just talk about the meaning of life and death, and it's just a really beautiful story. And I did like have a couple of tears at the end, because you know what's gonna happen and things like that. But yeah, it was really good. An old man, a young man, and life's greatest lessons. That really sums it up really well. Yeah, very short book, would recommend. I've got another Mitch Albom book here. Anyway, I'd like to read the rest of his books. So yeah, that was really good. Yeah, Sushi's dead. Our fish is dead. 2.5 years, 2.5, 2.25, something like that, over 2 years old. Had him for 2 years, and he's had a very dramatic life. So when Scott said, oh, Sushi's being like half dead, I was like, yeah, sounds like Sushi. She is a bit of a drama queen. Then I went to see her, I was like, ooh, not good. So yeah, that happened today. Don't know what I'm reading next, but that's 2 books already. We'll find something else to read. I'm gonna go. Okay, so just went for a walk, went to the local charity shops, got a little bit of a haul I'm going to show you. I feel like I need to organise this bookshelf downstairs. It needs a good dusting, the top needs a good clearing. Don't know how much I'm going to rearrange. It won't be like a full big one probably like last time, but then again, when do we get into it? We get into it. I'm going to start reading this City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab, because I really need to get through some of the books I actually own, because it's too easy when you have Kindle Unlimited just to be like, oh, this one's recommended, or this is the next one in the series, or customers also use this, it's what bought this, it's also on Kindle Unlimited, or you get an audiobook after your audiobook on Scribd, and then you forget about all the books you actually own. So yes, but this is on Scribd. See how it goes. I think quite a few of Victoria Schwab's books are, so I thought I would listen to that. It's quite a short read. I fancy something a little bit spooky with ghosts, so yeah, let's give this a go. And oh yeah, haul. What did I buy? What did I buy? So non-book things. I brought this. They had loads of paper chase stuff, so I brought this thankful journal. I love paper chase stuff, but it's just so damn expensive. I always wait for a sale at paper chase, god damn, but their stuff is absolutely gorgeous. So got that inside. It's like, you know, what the hell are you thankful for, bitch? I should make a thankful journal. Yo bitch, what are you thankful for? Got a lovely little photo album, another paper chase one, normally £4, was 95p. So that'll be a nice little gift for someone. I like making things like little scrapbooks for people. And I found a book journal, probably no good for me with the amount I read, but it's got like read, to read, on loan, little tabs there. And you can, yeah, I thought that was really cute for 75p, a little book journal. So most of these would probably be gifts that I'll give away to people, but I couldn't pass up those paper chase things. That wasn't paper chase, the book journal. Anyway, as you know, I want to own every book that I've read if it's possible. Some books are just ebook only or audiobook only. But the ones that are on print, one day I'd love to own them all. It's going to cost me a fortune with the amount I've read on Kindle Unlimited, good God. But these 3 books, I've seen them, they're normally in terrible condition and they're too expensive, and if I've already read them and I just want to add them to collection. Anyway, it's the 50 Shades series. I read them a long time ago. I found these on, when I went to my Goodreads, I think I rated them all 4 stars. Funny to see what I'd rate them now. I read them when they first came out. When was the first one out? So I remember the buzz. 2012? Yeah, I read them, yeah. 2012 the first one came out, bloody hell. So I got those 3, finally gone, 3 for £1, they were in good condition, we'll add them to the collection anyway. And I got this one, Antisocial, A Secret Diary of an Antisocial Behaviour Officer. It was 50p, and yeah, very happy with that because I love me a memoir. Anyway, I'm gonna go dust some shelves now, so if you'll excuse me, and I'm gonna throw on the City of Ghosts audiobook while I'm doing it. Good morning, it's Wednesday, just had a shower, washed the old hair. I'm going to be getting a hairdresser's appointment because I haven't had my hair cut in like 2.5 years. And oh God, you can't even see her. Yeah. She's a little bit out of control, you could say. She's a little long. Ends are so broken. So I'm finally going to call up this week and get my hair cut. It's just so thick, so long, and it's just getting knotted because of all the dead ends. Anywho, so last night I didn't catch you up, but I've almost finished this, City of Ghosts. It's a cute little ghost story, done for a younger age. I think my friend's daughter Brooke would really like something like this. And it's just really sweet. It's about a girl who can see ghosts, and her parents are like ghost investigators, and she's always like, oh bless you, I love you both, but you can't see them, I can, but she doesn't really tell anyone. And her parents get the opportunity to film like a TV show about hunting ghosts all over the world. So they go to Edinburgh, and she has a ghost friend called Jacob who follows her around everywhere, and only she can see him, and it's really sweet. So we've got some adventure as well because she meets someone else who can see ghosts. And yeah, it's cool. It's a sweet little funny, adventurous moment with ghosts. I like it, it's fun. But yeah, we went out for date night last night, which is why I didn't catch you up on my reading. I went to the Giggling Squid in Harborne. A little bit pricey, but really nice, really good wine as well. The Shiraz was mwah. So we had a date night, went to the Junction just before for a little pre-drink, and then there we had starter, main, like really went all out. So I haven't done date night in ages. So yeah, that was really, really nice. So I'm gonna finish this off. I've got to do some filming today. I need to sort out this mane of hair, call the hairdressers. And yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful day, so laundry is on. It's gonna be a good Wednesday. Hello. Just filmed a video, edited it, we're rendering now, but it's gonna take an hour to render. Bloody hell, it ain't that long. Come on, laptop, you can do better. Anyway, so I finished City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. Didn't realise it was middle grade when I picked it up. You learn pretty quick when you start listening to it, but it's fine. I don't read middle grade. I like more adult. However, it was just a nice little palate cleanser. It's like a little spooky, like ghosts. It was, you know, sweet, fun little read. Gave it 3 stars. But yeah, middle grade maybe just isn't for me. I know a lot of people enjoy it, but I think I've just gone past the point of enjoying it probably in my life. But I'm not sad that I read it. It was quite good. Quite enjoyed it in between books. So I'm currently reading Hiss by Zeta someone? Wait, can't remember the author's name. But I read Gur, and now this one is Hiss, and it's okay. I'm like 30% through. It's a really short read. A little alien romance, something a little spicy and fun, as a, you know, a little in-between between the bigger books. And I've also started to read Saving Missy by Beth Morrey. which yes, I am enjoying as well, but I'm only a couple of chapters in, and it's about like an old cranky old lady and stuff, and it's like her coming back out of her shell, I think. So the audiobook for this, and I think the ebook as well, is on Scribd, so I might jump between listening and reading for this one when I've got things to do. But yeah, so this one, little alien romance, that's where we're going so far. Yeah, thought I'd catch you up. There you go. Did I tell you what this was about? I did. Well done, Ali. Good morning, it is Friday. I took yesterday off. I literally just lazed in bed, which if you know me, I never do. So whenever I have those days, which is very few and far between, just like, oh, I was just so tired. I didn't do any reading, just like dozed and watched some YouTube videos and went for a walk in the sun. It was really nice. Anyway, so today, let me catch you up on the reading. I'm 50% through Saving Missy, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a really sweet story about an elderly lady who's pretty much alone now. Her daughter moved to Cambridge, her son moved to Australia, so she's really lonely, and these other women kind of like come into her life and just like shake it up a little bit. So it's really like heartfelt, sweet story so far, about halfway through, so enjoying that. I think I'm gonna DNF Hiss, the little alien romance, because I'm 50% through that, and it's just boring. They're just going on and on about this alien guy and woman trying to escape from the facility. It's the second in the series, like I said, but this one I'm just not vibing with the romance at all, and it's just going on and on of them escaping, and I'm just like over it at 50%. It's like, is anything gonna happen? Not like just spiciness, but like I'm not getting any other development other than their blow-by-blow accounts of them trying to escape, and it's not that exciting either, which is really unfortunate. So I think I'm gonna DNF it. I'm gonna go clean the porch. I know it's been on my to-do list for ages and I just want to do it, so I might throw on the audiobook for the rest of the 50% of this, get the porch clean, and I'll catch you up with that. So yeah, there's your update. Enjoying that one, DNFing that one, we move on. You know, it's Monday by the way, but did you also know I got a car a few weeks ago? It was an early birthday present from Scott, and I've never owned a car since I passed my test when I was 18, 19, 19, 18? I don't remember. So I'm 31 this year. Anyway, so I was overjoyed, really anxious and nervous to get back on the road, but I've been doing really well, picking it back up again. It's been great. And then there's a fuel shortage. There wasn't a fuel shortage, but then people became idiots, and now there is. I live close to loads of petrol stations and they're like all out, and the one that isn't, I went today and it is queued like for like a mile. So stupid. So yeah, the first time I get a car, and I'm on a empty tank. My light came on like 3 days ago, and great, fantastic, love that for me. Live right next to loads of petrol stations, not one of them can help me out. Anyway, luckily I don't need it to go anywhere. So let me catch you up on my reading and finish this vlog out. I finished Saving Missy. It was really sweet, and I did switch to the audiobook for most of it, and I'm glad I did. It had a really nice narration, but it was a little bit boring, and I think if I didn't have the audiobook I wouldn't have finished it, which is weird because I really did enjoy the story about Missy and her life, and it did flashbacks to her and her husband and her children, and these women that came into her life and just changed it so dramatically. So yeah, it was really good, but you know what I'm like, I like dark and gritty most of the time, and obviously this wasn't it, but it was a really lovely story. It really was. What else did I read? Oh, I've got a little bit of erotica for you. Now, it has tropes in. I'm normally like, Now, this is Katie Roberts, and it's called Your Dad Will Do. Everyone's been going on about this, how it's just like a short novella length sexy piece of erotica. It's age gap, which I can be like, sometimes it'll work for me, sometimes it just won't. But I'm always willing to give it a go. And I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. It was hot, it was sexy. It was a bit of daddy kink, which I'm really, well, I'm really not into normally. However, it was all right. And yeah, it's about a girl who finds out that her fiance is cheating on her, and as revenge goes to sleep with his dad. And from start to finish, it is just sexy, sexy, sexy times all round. And yeah, great bit of erotica if you're up for it. Gave it 4 stars, fantastic. What else? And I did a reread because I've been picking up and putting down books, like I said. Even if I'm enjoying the book, I'll just put it down. The reason I did a vlog over the weekend is because Lady Red came, and you know, she kind of destroys me, and I was in bed crying on Saturday, in pain. I couldn't move, I was completely crippled. And then Sunday wasn't much better, which makes sense on why Thursday I was so tired and spent most of the day in bed, because it came up a little bit early for me this month. Only a few days, but still a few days that I wasn't prepared for. That's why I didn't update you, and I really wasn't in the mood to read what I was reading, so I have reread Dead Man Walking by Gianna Darling. Oh, I love this book. It is so dark and gritty. It's the 6th book in a series, I think, but you can read them as standalone, but you won't obviously get... I read One with the dark side as well. He didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. But I love Gianna Darling's writing. She's fantastic. And Dead Man Walking's so good. All about Bee and Priest. And Beatrice is Lulu's sister, who is in Welcome to the Dark Side. And Priest is basically a psychopath. And Bee is always like loved him from afar, even fully understanding who he is, what he is. He's the enforcer of the motorcycle club, which basically means that he goes and if you do the club wrong, he'll kill you, chop you into pieces and dispose of you. That's his job. And he's a psychopath. But it's so dark and gritty. Content warning for knife play, blood play, anything else, attempted sexual assault. But Bee's always loved Priest, and Priest can't love her back, but it's just a beautiful, dark, twisted, sexy as hell story. Read it before and read it again, and I still claim it's just great. I love it. I love it. And I never do rereads, and I'm really glad I did, because I just didn't want a new story. I couldn't get into a new story. I need something I already knew where it was going. I knew how it ended, and it was fab. So yeah, I reread that, and now I'm going to edit this and put it up, but I've been rambling, so I'm very sorry, but I'll love you and leave you. Subscribe, like, comment, all the fun stuff, do all of it, do none of it. As long as you're happy, yes. That's right, isn't it? What's wrong with me today? It's been a rough couple of weeks. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.